So hey everybody, it's TR back with my latest project. Yeah, I said I wasn't going to do it, but I did it. If you follow my channel, you'll know I said on the live stream the other night that I had looked at a camper that was on an auction, and I decided that, well, it had some issues and I didn't know if I wanted to deal with those issues, so I wasn't going to bid on it. But then I started watching the bidding and it was just going for way not enough money. Yeah, it needs some work, there's no question about it. It's a 1994 S&S with the classic bubble windows. Wait till you see these. Okay, so this is the propane here, and you can see this door has come apart, and the old owner just screwed it together with some sheet metal screws. It'll make a noise here just a minute. Let me open this one. So it has dual 20-pound propane tanks, which is nice. And of course, this thing came with everything that was in it. Okay, and so wait till you see inside. But that's a good deal. It's 110 volt only. You can see here 30 amp 110 volt plug. The city water connection looking pretty sad. We'll be replacing that. And inherited more stuff. Okay, I don't know about this sewer hose. The old owner paid 95 cents. That's a nice pocket hose. So that's going to be nice to have. Now let's set that down there. But I need some light, don't I? Anyway, everything sort of looks to be in okay shape. A little bit of a water leak here. Okay, you can kind of see here this is separated, and I got a little water leak going on back here that I'll have to dig into. The status of whether it was winterized or not, I'm not sure. I thought I saw antifreeze in some of the systems, but there's not much to this, so it wouldn't be very difficult to plumb it. I have to fix and replumb it. I'd rather not do that, but if we have to, so be it. Has an outside shower. Clearly hasn't been used for millennia. Outside storage. Again, appears to be either water or oil damage, but I'm not terribly concerned about it. So this water heater here will be replaced with a tankless water heater. I had one in my Class A, and I won't live without it, so that'll go with the tankless, the Girard 2 GPM. And yeah, it was an amazing piece of equipment, so I'm gonna have one again. You can see there that the lap sealant under the roof cap is failing, but the roof itself is in really decent shape. It does have one couple funky things that are gonna have to get taken care of. Let's go up there. And it's a little wobbly up here because I've not put the jacks down, but this should be a skylight. I don't know why he had that piece on there, but that's into the bathroom, and overall it looks okay. I don't see any things separating. This is an aluminum roof. For some reason the air conditioning was removed. That's the fridge vent. It's really wobbly up here, so hold your stomachs. The fridge vent looks to be sealed up nicely, but this cover very badly oxidized. This is an egress for the bedroom and a large vent. Very nice to have. The front looks to be like it's sealed up pretty good, so I feel like the roof was probably taken care of pretty good. So overall, the roof is one thing you must inspect before you buy anything, and this one looks to be fine. I mean, I can see, like I say, the lap sealant's failing around the edges, but I think all I'm going to have to do is remove this trim strip from around the edge and freshen up that lap sealant, and we should be in good shape. Try not to drop my camera. Hi there. How are you doing? I'm fine, thanks. Alright. I think I know what this was for, now that I think about it. I think I know what this is for. I think it was just protecting this cover from the sun. These get really brittle when they sit in the sun. And the guy who owned it probably got tired of replacing them because they'd get brittle and break off. Of course, my eye is thinking solar. And there's plenty of space up here for solar. So I'm hoping to get at least 400 watts up here, maybe 300, and that might work out pretty good. All right, down we go. There's your sewage connection. It has 2 tanks. It has a gray tank. I'll set that over there for now. I don't know, can you see in there? If I get in here, will the light adjust? Yeah. So here's the gray tank. It has its own valve. And then the black tank with its own valve. And the level indicators for the tanks. And this is probably wiring that goes up to the meter. Yeah, this will be wiring that goes up to the meter. All looks to be in good shape. Homemade tool for something. We'll save that. Also, if you look up here, you can kind of see where that wall is separated from the roof cap, especially over here. And that's the trim. It just looks like, now that I look right there, it looks like the trim is just loose. So that might be a really easy fix. More storage. Got myself a pair of jumper cables, a hank of nylon rope, a hank of cotton cord, couple 2x4s, probably for leveling. This side looks to be in good shape. Don't see any real water damage or anything. So I think we're good there. You can see here, we need a little work. Looks like something must have been coming loose. Those screws don't belong there. They can stay, but they should be sealed. We'll have to investigate that, see what's going on. Battery compartment, bad shape. That would be the fridge, and then this is the fill. That's the fill for the fresh water. So this is the stay-bill jack system, and as you can see, it wraps around and underneath the rig, and it's supposed to be super easy to get the camper on and off the rig. I found it easy to load, except I had trouble. What's missing right here is there's a switch pack here that has 2 switches on it, and you push one or the other or both, and then the jacks run. Of course, these are electric jacks, and the switches worked for about 10 seconds and then they just quit working. And so I tracked everything down. I couldn't find a fuse. I'm hoping there's a fuse in that system. If there's not, there's gonna be. But anyway, so what I had to do is I had just had to jury rig this, and what I did was it's like I just disconnected this right here, and I took a 12-volt battery and hooked it to this and ran the jacks up individually, walked back and forth with the 12-volt battery until I got it up high enough that I could get it loaded, and then of course reversed them, set it down, and we're good to go. The way it works is on the frame here, there's a bracket that gets mounted on the frame. You can kind of see it here in this old clip I stole from their website. This pipe is adjustable, right? You can see here, so this will slide in and out. And while we're here, you might as well see that there's a bunch of corrosion and stuff that, you know, old paint. We're gonna work on all of this for sure and get this all cleaned up. Nice grease now. And then it has these stabilizers here, so if you look right behind here, can you see this? This is a stabilizer. It pops out, and when you take the camper off, you put the stabilizer over onto the bottom of the camper, and from what I could see online, that stabilizes the camper. Now I got to tell you right now, this company, their website is super old and but they're apparently still making these, and I'm going to go ahead and try to run with it. I'm kind of concerned about ground clearance, I'll be honest with you, but the other thing is this pickup will not be the truck that I'm hauling this with. I'm gonna be looking for a new truck here soon. So the idea is the jacks come up and down, and you bring the jacks up, and they hold the camper, basically sandwich it to the frame. So I won't be doing much with that till I get the new truck. But I have already torn this down and figured out what's wrong with these. These switches were 27 years old, and they'd been out in the weather, and so they're just dirty and probably failed. And I've already ordered spare parts, and there'll be a separate video of me repairing this system, and then of course, you know, refurbishing this jack system and getting it cleaned up. And it's got grease zerks and all kinds of stuff, and I'll show you a full operating video on it in the near future. Well, it's clouded up and it's getting ready to rain, so I think we'll wrap up this exterior tour here. Next time I'll show you the inside, then we'll start developing a list of things that are going to get taken care of. So while I'm editing this video, I'll be taking notes, and I can develop my task list as I go through my notes on the video. So that'll be coming up in a future episode. There's lots of episodes to come on this, so if you're not subscribed, be sure and subscribe and ring the notification bell. If you like what you saw, give me that thumbs up. I always appreciate those. You can support the channel by visiting my Amazon store. There's a link in the description below. Also, there's tons of great RVing content over on my website at trbolin.com. But that'll do it for this one. Thanks for watching. I sure do appreciate it. Until we get together for another, whatever we're going to call this camper, peace.